struck a blow to a faith-healing church in Oregon City. They got guilty pleas from members of a prominent family in that congregation. The Clackamas County DA now hopes the unusual deal will send a strong message to other members of the followers of Christ Church. And perhaps no reporter knows more about the inner workings of this secretive church than our very own Dan TILKIN, who broke this story today. He was the only local TV news reporter in the courtroom.
Not only did members of this influential church family agree to prison, they essentially renounced their faith-healing ways.
We should have sought adequate medical care for our children.
It was hard to hear, but Sarah and Travis Mitchell listened as her lawyer read their letter saying they should have sought medical treatment for their newborn, Jennifer, before she died in March of last year. Sarah's words could be influential with other church members. Her grandfather was Walter White. He was the minister of the Followers of Christ Church who brought the faith-healing congregation from Idaho to Oregon City. Sarah's father of the same name is the current patriarch of the church, and under the plea bargain he also had to endorse the letter which encourages other church members to abandon their faith-healing beliefs when it comes to kids. The letter must be posted inside the church in Oregon City in an effort to end decades of child deaths.
And all of the previous cases have gone to trial, and each time we've hoped that there would be not another one, and yet here we are again. These are senseless and avoidable deaths, and we keep asking ourselves, what will it take?
The agreement allows the Mitchells to escape murder charges and a 25-year sentence. The Mitchells faced a real chance of being convicted because of the family's history. In 2009, Sarah's older sister Shannon and her husband were convicted in their own baby's death. At trial, Sarah testified when her last name was still White.
They were very upset.
Were they crying?
Yes.
Was your sister crying?
I don't remember.
Because Sarah admitted she was there, it would have been hard for Sarah to argue she could not have predicted the outcome of not getting her own baby medical care, as previous Followers of Christ members have argued. The Mitchells are the fifth Followers of Christ couple to be prosecuted in the last 10 years, since Oregon strengthened its laws against faith healing. In Oregon City, Dan TILKIN, KOIN 6 News.